Hello everyone, I'm Aisha and welcome back to another weekly savings challenge and dividend portfolio update. Today we are going straight to the agenda. The first thing on our agenda for today is to generate this week's savings amount. After that, we will take a look at how my Trading 212 dividend portfolio performed last week. Lastly, we will run the dividend script and see whether there are any ex-dividend dates that we can take advantage of next week. If you are only interested in certain parts of the video, I have prepared the timestamps in the description box below. Feel free to skip to your preferred sections. Now, let's start our agenda with the 52-week savings challenge. Let's type in the random between 1 to 13 here and see what number we'll get. Last week I had to set aside 11 ringgit. Okay, this week I have to set aside around 9 ringgit. And in total so far, I have to transfer 21 ringgit into my Stashaway simple portfolio by the end of August. Now, let's move on to the next agenda, Trading 212 dividend portfolio update. I deposited another $5 last week. I bought some Duke Energy for the first time and also AbbVie to lower down my average cost per share, as I do believe that dollar cost averaging is one of the best long-term investment strategies, and the share price of AbbVie has the potential to increase again. I also sold off all of my shares in Pepsi. I've been thinking of selling them since the beginning of August because the dividend yield is rather low, but couldn't do so earlier as Pepsi was the first company to pay my first dividend in my dividend investment journey. So I was being emotional actually, but a good investor should not be emotionally attached to a company, so I let go of my holdings in Pepsi. I also received 16 cents dividend from my holdings in Vodafone Group, but that still cannot cover my losses. So I will wait around until I can at least get a break even. I am supposed to receive dividends from AbbVie and Realty Income as well, but as their payments were made on Friday 14th of August 2020, Trading 212 usually needs a couple of business days before releasing the dividends into my free funds. So I am expecting to receive them next week. Oh, and I also bought some more of Main Street Capital shares, just slowly increasing my holdings in monthly paying companies to improve my cash flow in the future. We were only in the second week of August, but I have already managed to increase my dividend earnings by 500%. It is nice to see this huge growth in just a couple of months, and I still have around 20 plus years to grow my dividend portfolio before reaching my early retirement goal. This might be small to most of you, but I do not need much to retire early in Malaysia. As of Saturday, 15th August 2020, my portfolio amount was 66.53 USD, up by 1.14%. My biggest winner last week was still Pfizer, up by 12.18%, followed by my holdings in JP Morgan, which was up by 8.7%. My biggest loser last week remains the same, but it is not as bad as the previous weeks. Last week, my shares in Vodafone were down by 7.82%. Please take note that anything mentioned in this video is not a financial advice, and my videos are for entertainment purposes only. Please seek professional advice from certified advisors before starting to invest your hard-earned money. Every investment has its own risk, especially in this uncertain time. Moving on to our last agenda, let's see which company has an ex-dividend date next week. Let me click this and let the script run. I learned how to do this Google Sheet listing from a fellow YouTuber called Investing Sensei. I will link the video tutorials on how to come up with this dividend tracker on the top right corner if you guys are interested and want to track dividends from your favorite companies. Thank you so much Investing Sensei for providing a value-adding script to the community. Okay, let's see. Next week, Stack Industrial and Procter & Gamble will be paying their dividends on Monday, 17th of August. I do not have any holdings in Procter & Gamble, so I will only be receiving my first dividends from Stack Industrial next week. As for the ex-dividend dates, we still have the chance to grab dividends from Chevron, Main Street Capital, Microsoft, LTC, and also 3M. I think I will grab some Chevron and continue to invest in Main Street Capital and also LTC, but definitely will not get a portion of Microsoft and 3M yet because their share price is too expensive for my current budget as a student. I think that is all for today's video. Don't forget to drop a like on this video and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Be safe and take care.